Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, let's discuss about the infamous bear operator Manubhai Maneklal, popularly known as Manu Manek, Manubhai, Black Cobra or Manu Mandodia. He was the uncrowned king of the Dalal Street in the 1980s and 1990s. It was said that Manubhai himself used to descend into the BSc ring in his characteristic white starched dhoti and Jaipuri moharis. Once in the ring, it was believed that Manubhai would be at his ruthless self, calling out prices boisterously, walking around the BSc ring, making deals with the consenting brokers, etc. Some of the old-timers say that Manubhai never noted down the prices of a single deal he entered, all this while at the BSc ring. After making some 250 to 300 trades, Manubhai would go back to his office and start writing down the trades he has done purely from his memory and by remembering the face of the opposite broker. Sometimes, while Manubhai was away, his father Maneklal Keshavlal used to step into the BSc ring and used to place the trades. It was worth noting that the father and son duo never made any mistake in entering their trades in the back office. So astonishing, right? It was said that Manu Manek was a true legend and used to have this natural gift of being able to detect any kind of hollowness in the markets. Many old-timers say that he was one of the best traders of the secondary market movement in the history of the capital market system in India. Manu Manek's trading style is majorly based on the fact that he was a financier first and a bear later. It was said that in the 70s and 80s, he used to finance 5 lakh shares every fortnight, as during those days, settlement used to be for every 15 days. It was said that Manu Manek used to be a legendary arbitrager in those days. He used to arbitrage manually between Bombay, Delhi and Kolkata stock exchanges. Arbitrage means if a particular script, let us say ACC, is quoting at a price of 500 at Bombay and 520 in Kolkata, then he used to buy ACC in Bombay and sell ACC in Kolkata, thereby pocketing the price difference. Don't get confused between arbitragers and traders. In general, traders used to provide liquidity, whereas arbitragers used to do price balancing of the same script between the stock exchanges. Arbitrage has been going on in India since many decades. Initially, arbitrage used to happen between stock exchanges, then it started to happen between NSE and BSE. Now it is happening between cash and derivatives. In those yesteryears, some of the high-profile investors used to be Kapadias of Saurashtra, the Chamarias of Calcutta, Unit Trust of India, the Maharajas of Gwalior and Jaipur, and big corporate players like the Tatas, the Vadias, the Birlas, the Ambanis, and the Treasury Department of Killick Nixon. It was said that if anyone wanted to raise money from the secondary markets or change key positions like directors, etc., they used to take the guidance from Manu Manek. As I said earlier that Manu Manek was a financier first and a bear later, right? Many brokers used to fear him because of his huge financial clout. He was also the largest financier of rollovers in those days. He was called as Badla King. It means that Manu Manek used to provide finance at an interest rate of 2% per month for the rollover for the Badla traders to buy the stocks in the market. But as soon as the funds with the Badla traders, that is bulls, used to get completed to buy more, then he used to step in and hammer those stocks. However, he used to be very protective about the small-time investors. So whenever he detected any kind of hollowness in the markets, he, before going for hammering, used to advise small-time investors to close their positions. Many used to listen to him, but quite a few are adamant in listening to him. Then he used to short sell himself when the losses became too high to handle for the bulls. They used to go for distress sale, and Manu Manek used to use his position to counterbalance the sale from the bulls by buying back his shorts. It was said that Manu Manek used to fiercely protect his self-respect and never let anyone ruin it. But then his self-respect was ruined once by Dhirubhai Ambani and Harshad Mehta. By now, you know what happened between Harshad Mehta and Manu Manek, right? I will make a separate video explaining in depth the fight between Dhirubhai Ambani and Manu Manek. So consider liking this video and subscribe to this channel. Although in the web series, Manu Manek was shown in a bad light where he always wanted to hammer the markets and make money, right? However, that's not the case always. Actually, he did play a pivotal role in shaping the Indian markets in the 60s and 80s. So before understanding how he played an important role, let's understand why bears are important in the market environment. Bears are the one who short sell the market at their high valuations, and when the market starts to fall, till the time these guys cover their short positions, market cannot bottom out. So in a way, these guys act as the last line of defense by buying back during the market crisis. So without them, you wouldn't have the last line of defense, and standing by the market during its hour of need was always a hallmark of a classic bear. During 5th August 1965, when the war with Pakistan broke out, in 1971, when the Bangladesh war broke out, in 1984, when Indira Gandhi got assassinated, in 1990, during the Gulf War crisis, in all these times, markets suffered hugely. However, it was bears who stood as the last line of defense and brought the market, putting an end to the panic. Okay, let's see how these guys pull the markets out of panic during Indira Gandhi's assassination. So as the story goes, when Indira Gandhi's assassination news got out, it was a crisis time and panic all over. At that time, Bombay Stock Exchange and Calcutta Stock Exchange had taken an impromptu decision to close the markets for half an hour till all the big brokers, especially bears, arrived to take a decision. First thing they decided was to pull out all the pending stop loss orders from the market. Then they decided to open the market at 12 in the afternoon. The market started falling immediately and it fell by some 7 to 10%. At that time, SEBI was not born, so the stock exchanges decided to set manual filters at around 12:40 pm and freeze the prices of all the stocks at that time. Then they invited everyone who wanted to offload their stocks at that price, and guess what? It was bears like Manu Manek who bought all these offloaded shares at that price levels and stood like a rock till all the selling in the market got completed, and thereby pulling the panic out of the markets. So by now, you may appreciate the importance of these guys in the market. Whenever someone new meets him, it was said that he used to ask them, "आपको market क्या लगता है?" Then he used to patiently listen to them and judge the sentiments. If someone asked him, "What do you think about these traders and investors?" he used to answer them by saying, "2% ब्याज में कौन पैसे बनाएगा?" It means who can make money by paying 2% interest per month on the borrowed money. And he used to complete his answer by quoting his famous dialogue, "मार्केट में कोई genuine investor नहीं होता, सब भाव के खिलाड़ी है." I hope you guys found this useful and interesting. So smash that like button and share this video with your friends. Do subscribe to this channel for more such in-depth content. Till the time we meet again, cheers.